containers and packaging,
bottles, jars, cans, cartons, containers, boxes, bags, packages, six-packs, loaves, rolls, tubes, a bottle of water, a jar of jam, a can of beans, a carton of eggs, a container of cottage cheese, a box of cereal, a bag of flour, a package of cookies, a six-pack of soda, a loaf of bread, a roll of paper towels, a tube of toothpaste, bags, a carton of eggs, bottles, a loaf of bread, containers, six-packs, boxes, cans, jars, a tube of toothpaste, a can of beans, tubes, a container of cottage cheese, loaves, a jar of jam, a package of cookies, a bag of flour, cartons, a roll of paper towels, a six-pack of soda, packages, a bottle of water, rolls, a box of cereal, cans, a loaf of bread, six-packs, a carton of eggs, a carton of eggs, boxes, boxes, bottles, bags, containers, jars, rolls, cartons, a roll of paper towels, packages, a tube of toothpaste, tubes, Tubes. A can of beans. A can of beans. Loaves. Loaves. A package of cookies. A package of cookies. A jar of jam. A jar of jam. A box of cereal. A box of cereal. A box of cereal. A six-pack of soda. A six-pack of soda. A bottle of water. A bottle of water. A container of cottage cheese. A container of cottage cheese. A bag of flour. A bag of flour. Containers. Containers. Cans. Cans. Bottles. Bottles. Six-packs. Six-packs. A carton of eggs. A carton of eggs. Bags. Bags. A loaf of bread. A loaf of bread. Jars. Jars. Boxes. Boxes. Packages. Packages. A box of cereal. A box of cereal. A package of cookies. A package of cookies. A jar of jam. A jar of jam. Cartons. Cartons. Loaves. Loaves. A bottle of water. A bottle of water. Tubes. Tubes. A tube of toothpaste. A tube of toothpaste. Rolls. Rolls. A bag of flour. A bag of flour. A six-pack of soda. A six-pack of soda. A roll of paper towels. A roll of paper towels. A container of cottage cheese. A container of cottage cheese. A can of beans. A can of beans. Six packs. Cans. Jars. Boxes. A loaf of bread. Bottles. Bags. Containers. A carton of eggs. A jar of jam. A package of cookies. A bag of flour. A box of cereal. A bottle of water. Packages. Rolls. A tube of toothpaste. A container of cottage cheese. Loaves. A can of beans. A six-pack of soda. Tubes. Cartons. a roll of paper towels.
What do we need from the store?
We're making spaghetti, so we need a can of tomatoes and a package of pasta.
We also need a new bottle of oil.
Get a loaf of bread, too.
What about breakfast tomorrow?
Let's have eggs and toast.
Okay, I think we have a jar of strawberry jam, but we'll need a carton of eggs.
What about coffee?
No, we don't need coffee. This bag is almost full. Should I get a box of cereal?
Sure. Get Friendly O's. Amy loves that kind.
What do we need from the store?
We're making spaghetti, so we need a can of tomatoes and a package of pasta. And a package of pasta.
We also need a new bottle of oil. New bottle of oil.
Get a loaf of bread, too.
What about breakfast tomorrow?
Let's have eggs and toast.
Okay, I think we have a jar of strawberry jam, but we'll need a carton of eggs.
What about coffee?
No, we don't need coffee. This bag is almost full. Should I get a box of cereal?
Sure. Get Friendly O's. Amy loves that kind.
A jar of jam. Bottles. A can of beans. A loaf of bread. Tubes. A bottle of water. Bags. Cans. Cartons. A package of cookies. Rolls. A package of cookies. A bottle of water. Jars. A jar of jam. 6-packs. Packages. A container of cottage cheese. A bottle of water. Jars. A bag of flour. A box of cereal. A 6-pack of soda. Containers. A can of beans. Bottles. Cartons. A loaf of bread. A carton of eggs. A tube of toothpaste. Boxes. Jars. Loaves. Bags. A tube of toothpaste. A carton of eggs. Containers. A bag of flour. A bag of flour. Loaves. A can of beans. Cans. A bottle of water. Tubes. A tube of toothpaste. A carton of eggs. A carton of eggs. Boxes. A roll of paper towels. Cartons. A can of beans. A bottle of water. Bottles. A package of cookies. Boxes. A can of beans. A 6-pack of soda. A bag of flour. Packages. Boxes. A can of beans. 6-packs. Loaves. 6-packs. A carton of eggs. A loaf of bread. Tubes. Containers. A 6-pack of soda. Bottles. A tube of toothpaste. Tubes. Boxes. A jar of jam. Bags. Boxes. Loaves. Rolls. Bottles. A box of cereal. Tubes. Containers. A 6-pack of soda. Cartons. Containers. A 6-pack of soda. A jar of jam. A bag of flour. A tube of toothpaste. A roll of paper towels. A 6-pack of soda. 6 packs. Cans. Bottles. A bag of flour. A 6-pack of soda. A 6-pack of soda. 6 packs. Bottles. A box of cereal. Jars.